Okay, so friend and I are back with more soap. This is going to be season 3, episode 12. In the last episode, Jody decided to move back in with Mary and Bert so that they can help with the baby, and also because child services is on his ass, which sucks. Chester is desperately trying to convince Jessica that he's going to change, which is bullshit because he's not going to. Eunice and Dutch is the same situation. Eunice is not going to change. It was a very frustrating couple of episodes. But I'm also PMSing, so I'm easily frustrated right now. And I'm also low on iron because I'm PMSing and had a 2-week period last month, and I'm depleted. So I have been eating and drinking today to try to up my iron, but I'm so tired. I've just been sleeping a whole lot. So I apologize if I'm a little bit lethargic for this episode, but we're gonna push through and get it filmed anyways.
In the last episode of Soap, Chester told Jessica he fools around with other women because he's sick and needs help. Mary convinced Jody to move back home, and that way he could get help with the baby. Danny met a girl named Polly at the cemetery who might help him get over Elaine. And Bert, who has trouble sleeping, went to the doctor for a physical, hoping that might help.
Right, so Bert was having trouble sleeping. Why was Mary seeing the doctor? That I'm still confused with that. I think I asked that in the last episode. They didn't really explain. I mean, I assume she was there for moral support, but then why is she being seen by the doctor?
You won't be after this episode of Soap. This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells. And this is Soap.
Why does this look like Boy Meets World? Is this the Boy Meets World bedroom?
Okay, listen. I think you should take the bottom drawers in the bureau because you're shorter, and I'll take the back of the closet because my arms are longer. Are you sure it's all right? Well, there's not much I can do about it now. Must be from all those chin-ups.
No, Danny, I mean about moving in here with you. I mean, after all, this is your room.
Are you kidding me? My little brother is moving back home. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I can't believe I'm back. It took me all those years to move out. But it will make life a little easier. I can go back to work, and I'll know when he's okay.
Hey, listen, you want the lumpy mattress or the springy mattress?
Springy, if it's okay.
It's cool. I like lumpy. Makes me feel...
This is cute, but if he's sharing a room with Danny, where's Wendy going to be staying? Shouldn't Jody be staying in the same room with the baby? I'm sure Danny doesn't want to be sleeping in the same room with the baby.
I feel like there's someone in here with me.
You know, I remember when we shared a bedroom as kids in the old house.
Yeah.
You told me my first dirty joke.
Yeah, and you didn't get it. You were so innocent. I was 4. Hey, listen, I got a surprise.
What's their age gap difference?
This is a real blast from the past. Ta-da!
The hoop, our old basketball hoop. Wow, you saved it all these years?
Yep. All right, little one-on-one.
Okay.
2 from the floor, 3 from the beds.
Okay, turn off the TV.
Look at this. It's a meeting of the minds. Einstein and Dr. Freud. It's different.
Hey, did you hear? Jody's moving back in.
Did I hear? My room is being transformed into a nursery. Did I hear, he says.
Well, Well, see, the nursery's for the baby, Bob. See, Jody's moving back home, and he's bringing his baby with him, and the baby is going to sleep in the nursery. Look, let me explain it to you. The baby...
I got it.
Right, so shouldn't Jody be staying in the nursery and Chuck and Bob be staying with Danny? That makes more sense to me.
God, it's like...
Where are Chuck and Bob gonna be staying? I guess these are big houses. I'm asking questions when these houses probably have extra rooms.
talking to the brick.
Jody and Danny are going to share rooms, so you and I are going to have to share our room again.
Hi. Mary, can I please sleep with the baby? I love that baby, and I've always loved that baby, and even more important, I really hate Chuck.
That's the arrangement. Take it or leave it.
Hey, man, where is everybody? Jody, come on over here.
Wait, Bob had his own room?
There's this great older kids here. My 3 sons. I feel like Fred McMurray. Well, you like tonight? We'll do something special. Come on, what do you want to do? The whole family goes. We'll go bowling. We'll shoot a little pool. Jody, it's your night. Whatever you want. Name it.
I don't want to go apartment, honey.
Bert's so cute when he's excited.
Calm down. No. It's the way I want it. I'll move. I'll live alone. And if I get murdered in my sleep, it's on your head.
That's ridiculous.
Sure is.
How could you possibly get your own place? Huh? You have to stand on a chair to open the door.
Oh, Jody.
Ma.
I'm going to make your favorite meal tonight, just for you, in honor of your homecoming.
Thanks, Ma.
Hey, Jody, the Knicks are playing at the Garden tonight. These are center court. I really had to pull strings.
Oh, wait a minute. I was going to take them bowling here. I mean, all of us. I reserved an alley already.
I was going to cook something special and drive us all to Coney Island, just like when you were little.
Coney Island?
Oh, what were you gonna cook?
It's alley 3, guys. That's our alley.
Bert, the Knicks are playing the Lakers.
They are.
Lasagna.
Lasagna?
What time is the game?
We can go on the Cyclone. You used to love the Cyclone.
The Cyclone?
Hey, Dan, you got an extra ticket?
Frozen custard, Nathan's famous hot dogs.
They act like they haven't spent time with him in years. He's been living in the same city, seeing them regularly, attending all of the parties.
Of course, it's entirely up to you, Jody.
Nathan's famous hot dogs?
And frozen custard.
I love the Cyclone.
What time is the game? Dan.
Hold it. Listen, everybody. I really appreciate this, and it all sounds great, but what do you say we all stay home together? I mean, the whole family. We can eat some lasagna and play with Wendy. What do you say?
That's cool. Yeah, sure. That's what you call fun.
They gotta stretch shit out. You can't do everything in one day.
And then we can have a nice chat, huh?
I'd love nothing more.
Cookies.
Got an extra ticket.
So we're not going to Coney Island, is that it?
You mean you still want to go?
Okay, Dan, what time is that game?
Because if you'd like to go, we could go. I'd love to go.
I'd love to go to the game.
Well, just long enough to chow down a dog, take a spin on the Cyclone, little frozen custard.
Here. Let me have those here. Thank you very much. Hey, welcome home, Jody. Chuck, Bob, give your coat.
It won't be long, Jody.
I'll wait up. Don't bother.
Put the lasagna in the oven for an hour, 350 degrees. So wonderful having my family together again.
At least she left the cookies.
Yes.
Daddy should be here any moment. Just make yourself comfortable.
You know, Chester, I feel kind of funny discussing our marital problems with a minister.
I feel funny discussing it with anybody.
Of course, it would be worse if it were a priest. It would be like discussing a film with a blind man. A rabbi would have been nice. They seem very wise. But I suppose you have to be Jewish.
Let me pause for a second for the background noise. Okay, they're not settling down, so we're just going to have their conversation in the background of the show. I apologize for that.
I wonder which religion does the biggest business in this sort of thing.
Sorry I'm late. Got stuck at a death.
I beg your pardon?
Funeral. Just did a funeral. Poor guy got killed roller skating.
He fell?
Drowned. Was skating in the park, couldn't stop, skated into the lake, couldn't swim. That was that. Left a wife, 2 kids, and a Porsche with no problems. But on to happier things. You are the Tates, and you are here because...
Go ahead, Chester.
Oh, no, Jess, you can go first.
Oh, you tell it better.
Well, we have a problem. Not a big problem, really. Actually, it's a little problem. But it's big enough to be a problem. It's been a problem for a while. I never thought it was a problem. But now I see that the problem, which is our problem, is really my problem. And, of course, being my problem, it actually becomes her problem. And that, in a nutshell, is the problem.
Well put, Chester.
Could you be a little more specific, do you suppose?
Chester goes through women the way an elephant goes through peanuts. He fools around with anything, anytime, anywhere. He lies, he deceives, he sneaks around. He cheats before work, he cheats during work, he cheats after work. He cheated on our honeymoon, he cheated on our anniversary. He cheated while I was in labor in the hospital.
Damn.
In the hospital. He has cheated practically every week of every month of every year of our entire marriage. But other than that, he has been a wonderful husband.
I see. Well, it's starting to take you a long time to come and see me.
Took her all this time to catch me.
Of course. Well, I see this sort of problem a lot. It seems to be going around. I think part of the reason is that there are no more Indians.
What?
Beg your pardon?
You see, in the olden days, we had Indians to worry about. Where were the Indians? Were the Indians surrounding us? Were the Indians angry Indians? Did the Indians want our horses? Nobody fooled around because you couldn't relax long enough. Now, we got no more Indians.
It's not specifically Indians that's the problem here. He thinks it's just that Chester's life is too comfortable, I guess. There's so much noise around me that it's making me feel like I'm having a schizophrenic episode. Because I can't distinguish any actual words. Just voices here and there and over there and over there and just all around me.
I see.
The best marriages were in the Apache territory because those were the worst Indians. Hostiles without, no hostility within. We have a lot to thank the Indians for. Happy marriages, nice beadwork.
Well, what do we do now that there are no more Indians?
Aggravate some other group, maybe.
Look, I don't think I need Indians. I want a change. I want desperately never to look at another woman again, and I sincerely think that I can do that.
Excuse me, Daddy? Can I please borrow the car keys?
Sure, Angel Puss.
Thanks.
My daughter.
I see the resemblance.
Well, Mr. Tate, I see your problem. I have trouble understanding it, but I do see it. I mean, if I had such a lovely, feminine, genteel, sophisticated, enticing, gorgeous piece of gorgeousness in my house, I'd never leave.
Well, yes, of course, but see the props.
Gorgeous.
Your ministry. How do you keep your marriage trouble-free?
Divorce. Married 16 years. My wife decided we had to have new carpeting in the family room. Guy came to lay the carpet, probably got a little confused about what he was there to lay. Left me with 4 rolls of Bigelow shag and took off with my wife.
How awful.
Might have been an Indian. Well, that's beside the point. We're here to help you people.
He's
Now,
too focused on the Indians
problem
here.
is Mr. Tate. It is not your problem. You have no problems. Au contraire. Now, Mr. Tate, we have a group that meets here once a week. It's a bunch of men like yourself with the same sort of problem. It's kind of a group therapy situation led by a very competent lay therapist. I used to lead the group myself, but I had to quit. Stories got me too excited. You should hear those guys talk. Anyway, I think it'll do you a lot of good. Come tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Well, I've got to run. A wedding. Complete waste of time. They haven't got a chance. He's 49, she's 21, been married 4 times. I give it 10 days.
All right, I'm gonna stop it again because they're just straight up screaming through the hallways now. It's never gonna stop. It's one of the disadvantages of city living. I really miss living out in the middle of the woods where there was nobody around. Because this is every night at some point. And it's... Sometimes people just go out into the hallway to have conversations. Like there's a stairway on this end, and so they'll just sit on the stairway and not realize that it's reverberating through the entire hallway. And then right at the end of my hallway here, right outside my door is the dumpsters. And so there's a back area with steps. And so sometimes people step to that area to have phone conversations, not realizing that it's right next to my apartment. And I can hear not everything, but just enough to unsettle me slightly when it's argumentative and angry. I keep waiting for it to settle down, and it just doesn't seem to want to do it tonight. Okay, we're going to push through and finish this episode, but this is probably going to be the only one that I film tonight because I'm wanting to put my headphones in to drown out and get myself back into a normal space. Does every man fall in love with Jessica immediately after speaking with her? Is this a Peter?
Yeah?
Hi.
Make it fast.
We don't want any.
Yeah?
Is this 58 Milburn Street?
Who wants to know?
I'm looking for Polly Dawson.
I ain't her.
Do you have me confused with somebody you really hate?
You see this?
Yes, I do. I see that.
Take a good look at it, because in about 2 seconds, it's going to be behind you.
Look, could you just tell Polly that I'm here?
I'd rather not.
For me?
Beat it.
Look, could I leave a note?
Eddie, what's going on around here?
Nothing, Mama.
Oh, excuse me. Hi. I'm here to see Polly.
God's sake, Eddie, let the man in.
Hi.
Polly!
Oh, they don't like white people.
Coming. Danny.
I was in the neighborhood.
Hey, who is this creep?
This is Danny.
Hi there.
Where'd you find him?
We met last week at the cemetery.
Oh, you hang around cemeteries.
I was there visiting my wife.
And you just happened to pick up this black chick along the way, so the day wouldn't be a total loss.
Danny, why don't you sit down and make yourself comfortable? I'm Polly's mother, and this is her brother, Eddie.
Hi.
Why don't you get out now while you can still crawl?
I think he's warming up to me.
Eddie, why don't you get out of here?
Next time, I won't be so polite.
So,
That's Eddie's
how'd you
problem.
find me?
It was easy, really. My stepfather and my brother and me staked out the graveyard for a couple of days, and when you didn't show there, I just started it on the phone book. There's only a couple hundred Dawsons.
Oh, I never did tell you my address, did I?
Or your last name, or your phone number.
Well, you didn't ask.
I didn't think it was a good time.
I guess you changed your mind, huh?
Yeah, I did.
I don't hear nobody talking.
I was taking a breath, Eddie. Is it all right if we breathe?
Okay, so long as it don't become audible.
It's just that I felt really good that afternoon. I haven't felt that good in a long time, and I wanted to feel that way again, so I found you. Was that okay?
Yes, because I felt the same way.
You did?
Yes.
Sounds like a damn movie.
And you're glad I'm here?
Glad? I'm amazed.
I'm incensed.
Eddie,
When I thought I might not ever see you again, I got a little worried.
I didn't.
You didn't?
Because there are only 7 Dallases in the phone book. See, I did a little research, too.
I guess this means that maybe I can see you some more then, huh?
I would say that's correct.
Will I have to come here?
Eddie, please.
Hey, look, it's only about 7 o'clock now. Do you want to go out?
Sure, let's go.
Have her home by 8.
Mama, I'm going to go out for a few hours.
Oh, honey, if you go by the cemetery, stop by Grandpa and say hi.
Oh, well, we're not going to go there.
Oh,
Ready?
Yes?
It was nice meeting you.
oh, nice meeting you, Danny.
See you again, brother.
You touch one hair on her head, and I will break every bone in your head.
He's a little hostile, isn't he?
Oh, don't worry about Eddie. He gets it from our father.
It's
And
comforting.
just continues. And often it's in another language. I don't know if it's angry or not.
Hey, Doc. How you doing, Doc?
Sit down.
Yeah, all right. Come on. What's the matter? Come on. Why so glum? Dow Jones down again.
Okay, let me pause it for another second just till it quiets down. Trying to film tonight was a mistake because without my earbuds to drown all of this out, I'm nearing a panic attack. But I just want to get to the end of this episode. But it keeps escalating and getting louder and louder.
Bert, I wanted to talk to you without Mary.
Something's the matter with Mary. Wait a minute. Doc, what God, she's sick or she's not going to die? What is
but Mary's fine. She's never been better.
Oh, good. Thank you, Doc. I love you, Doc. I really love you, Doc.
In fact, she's pregnant.
Pregnant, Mary?
Pregnant.
You mean she's going to have a baby?
That's what it usually means.
Mary and I must. That'll be our first baby together, Doc. There's a baby. Oh, God, thank you. You're terrific. Oh, baby, Doc. Mary and I are going to have a baby.
I know.
I can't believe it.
Now, Bert, there's something we have to talk about.
But I know at our age, we're not old. Come on, it's better to have a baby when you're older because you're smarter.
Get the other phone.
You got
Hold
more
on.
experience, you know more things, and you don't care so much about your clothes.
It's not all good news.
Come on, Doc. I know what you never sleep, Doc. I had 3 kids. I didn't sleep for 5 years. 1 or 2 naps. That was it. Besides, the older you get, the less sleep you need.
Okay. I can listen to the last 5 minutes of this episode on the other phone in my headphones, and that will drown out everything around me, and I won't go completely insane. Okay, I have this reset up so that I'm now watching it on both phones. It's playing here. Now hopefully I can get through this without going crazy. I'm just trying to get them synced up now.
It's a medical fact. Don't you ever read Newsweek?
Bert, that's not all.
Twins! We did it! Twins! Oh, that's gold! God, that's great. Twins, that's great.
No, it's not.
Yes, Doc, I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. I just won't dress them the same. I hate that. I got two old maid twin aunts. They're 80 now. They still dress the same. Every day they wake up and argue about what they're going to wear. They're very weird.
Bert, that's not it.
You're probably right. They were probably weird to begin with.
Hold on, I haven't got it synced up yet. I'm all fucked up. Okay, I think I'm right now.
Two old maid twin aunts. They're 80 now. They still dress the same. Every day they wake up and argue about what they're going to wear. They're very weird.
Bert, that's not it.
You're probably right. They were probably weird to begin with.
No, Bert, it's you.
Yeah, I have been called weird.
What's wrong with Bert?
Bert, you remember the tests we did?
Do I remember? You should see my arm. They look like a junkie here.
And then you remember we did a second bunch of tests.
Yeah, she took the rest of my blood. Well, I got maybe a half a cup left, dashing around my body, trying to cover it all.
Both sets came back the same, Bert.
Good, that's a relief. Then I don't have to do it a third time.
Bert, I'm afraid you're a very sick man.
What's wrong?
Uh-huh.
Is it cancer?
You have Mylar syndrome. It's a very rare blood disease.
Mylar.
Yeah, so? What's the cure?
There is no cure.
What happens? What do you mean? It just goes away all by itself?
I'm afraid not.
Oh. What happens?
It's fatal, Bert. Sorry.
Bert's dying. Mary's pregnant and Bert's dying? What the fuck?
Are you sure?
That's why we did the second battery of tests.
Me? No.
Bert.
No. You just told me we're having a baby.
Bert, you are.
Then I can't die. I'm not dying. I can't.
Bert, I wish there was something I could do. I wish there was one thing I could do.
Is Mylar real? I have to look it up.
How long? I mean, how much time?
About 5 months.
5 months? Everybody else gets 6. They would say 6 months to a year. What is this? I get 5?
It could be 6, Bert. It could be
No, I don't believe it. I don't. This, what do you call this stuff?
It's Mylar syndrome.
But you got nothing for it here. You got wonder drugs and machines and men on Mars, and you got nothing for this stuff here. But Mylar wins.
I'm afraid so.
I gotta go.
Are you going to be okay, Bert?
Apparently not.
Okay, so I'm pausing real quick because apparently this is a real thing. It's called myelodysplastic syndrome, and it's part of a group of disorders in which your blood no longer makes enough healthy blood cells. Now, I'm wondering if this could be a reaction from something that the aliens did to him that might actually wear off because it's something that the aliens did, or if it's something that he's actually been, already had. Also, I'm wondering if the baby is his or if it's alien Bert's, because alien Bert was all over Mary.
I'm sorry, Doc, I'm sorry. Come on, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You okay?
Bert, if there's anything I can do.
I'm off track now, so I have to... I threw myself off by doing the Google.
Are you sure? It's incredible. happiest day of my life. You tell me I have no life. I see you back.
Damn.
What will happen with Danny and Polly? Will her brother let it happen? Now that he's dying, what will Bert do? Will he do it quickly? Will he tell Mary? Will he pay his doctor's bill? Will Chester get himself some help at the minister's group? Or will Chester help himself to the minister's daughter? These questions and many others will be answered on the next episode of Soap.
Okay, so that's it for this episode. I have very little to say. I'm so overstimulated by everything. The world is too much for me at this moment, so I'm putting these in and drowning it all out while I upload this video. And we'll talk about this one in the next video, probably tomorrow when it's quieter.